All right, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays. I am Setsuna. Since the previous episode, I have decided to make the run back to town to sell all the stuff that I had. I purchased just all of the talismans. So we have got just so many. And I finally understand what it's telling me with slots there. I had a realization on the run back to here. What the slots is doing, which is really obvious in retrospect, is it's just literally adding that many slots to me. So this would add one all-purpose slot. This adds one support-specific slot, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's one of those where, like, now that I understand that, it's like, oh, of course that's how it works. But it was not clicking with me before. We have, if I turn off my camera, you can see, we have leveled up in the process of leaving and coming back. I don't know exactly what level I was when I fought him previously. I want to say 41 or 42. It does not take much to level up pretty quickly here. So, one last thing before we dive back into that fight. Let's look at our stuff. Boost the amount of XP, number of drops, and status infliction rate. Okay. Amount of XP, number of drops, and evasion rate. Evasion could be time elemental resistance, okay. And fire elemental resistance. Let's go for the evasion rate one, I guess. That seems generally broadly useful, which, you know, sure. We'll see how we get on. And I will sort of just power through this. Alright, in we go. We're going to... okay. We're going to start off by casting Wall on ourselves. And then we're going to cast... oh no, I timed it wrong. We'll do Provoke. Focus on him. Okay, that's fine. There, now we've got the auto revive. Nice, hell yeah. Little miss. And we did equip this, which I don't know how much use this is gonna be, but it at least like changes the focus here. Physical barrier still up. What? Okay, so he must have... okay. So let's think about... also 0 XP. Jeez. So it must have been him pulling from us. He was getting more health from us every time he did his stuff, and that was bringing him up to the point where I wasn't able to damage him. So, like, just the balance was wrong. We weren't doing enough damage to overcome the amount of healing that he was giving himself. Because I did wonder during that last fight, like, it seems like he's got more health now than he had to start with. That is kind of a huge bummer, though. He's got to be like our last party member, right? Ah! What on earth is happening? This doesn't look good. What's going on? A tremendous amount of magical energy is flowing into him. The master of his. Is this his doing? This is getting hard on my eyes. Interesting that we're actually animated as walking away from him like that. This sensation, it is the same power as that of the monster blood that took over my consciousness. Wow. Well, now I feel silly. Like, that was like just the first phase boss and I died to it. Be careful. This isn't like any foe we've faced before. Okay, and I'm assuming none of our statuses carried over. Nope, sure didn't. Okay. I missed the input window. Nice. Oh, I'm making silly mistakes here. Okay. Let's check. I don't know how I missed the input there. Complete drop. Nice. That feels useful. That on place. Stuff. Why doesn't he have the auto revive? That's not, I need you. Boy, this is a camera angle. Let's see if I can't get. We'll do. fine. Okay, that's fine. That should be enough to kill. Yes. And it had like a suicide thing. And 2,500 just isn't that much at this point in the game. Dark Mass times 1. Hey, we at least got Provoke to have more critical power? Is that even a thing? Sure. Ah. Hey yo, welcome in. Where is the real you? Where is your heart? I was created to destroy the sacrifice. That is my only mission, my only reason for living. I have no heart. Then why are you crying? Do not know. Are these your emotions, or are they the emotions of your master who created you? They are not mine. But my eyes are for my master to see, my ears for my master to hear. So your master feels everything you feel, and you feel everything he does. Is that it? So those tears are your master's tears. I do not know. But if they are, then I wish I could have seen this world for a little longer. This beautiful world of falling snow. I wish I could have seen it for my master. Do we think that this is intended to be like a fourth wall breaking moment? Because to my eyes, the character of Reaper is looking directly at the camera. But that could easily just be like kind of a coincidence of they wanted him to look up wistfully at the world, and it just so happened to line up exactly to the camera. I don't know. Hard to say. I wish I could have seen it for my master. Like I'm gonna interpret this. I'm gonna say yes. They're making a bit of a fourth wall break where, hey, we've created this world for you to look at. Have you looked at it? I genuinely thought that we were about to have another party member. Don't feel bad, Setsuna. We had to defeat him for the sake of our mission. Snyder was correct. We still have a mission to fulfill. Let us continue onward, Setsuna. So he was created too, created to fulfill a mission. Turna. I love this reflection effect that they have on the floor. Where, you know, it's a mirror, but it's like heavily distorted horizontally. It looks so good. This is the entrance. Like a hidden entrance. Are we close now, then? Yes, not long now. I see. Come on, Eterna. I think it's time you start giving us some answers. What is it you're trying to do, exactly? Snyder. Alright, I'll tell you everything. Alright. Out of an abundance of caution, because we have been playing for like 15 minutes here, we're actually going to step back out and we're going to save. Feels a little silly to do so. Like, this is kind of breaking the flow. But does anyone else other than... No, just her and Indir have healing spells, at least at the moment. it would have been nice to have someone that could, you know, sort of burn the XP. Oh, interesting. They definitely didn't expect you to do that by virtue of that door not staying open. It kind of looked like there was a shiny down here. I think it's just particles in the beams of light, but I cannot walk over there. Different color scheme than usual. The last lands are protected by a barrier. It's there in order to contain an unimaginably vast power that lies sleeping here. A vast power? That's right, a horrific beast known as the Dark Samsara lies sleeping here in the last lands. The Dark Samsara. It is a creature that was created over 1,000 years ago by foolhardy humans. Dark Samsara. Sounds a lot like sin, if you ask me. Again, this feels strange to me that like we had this boss thing, and this game's very, you know, it's pretty retro with its sensibilities. If these guys killed me somehow, you know, if they just got lucky, or if I was very low health, that would actually be a, you know, a true death. And really would set us all the way back. So I don't know, like I find that a bit surprising that the game didn't have a save point once we walked into here. That was 1900 XP. That was almost as much as the big boss that we just fought. These two, like, random dudes. And I mean, part of that's gonna be because I'm sure that the food that we ate in that first fight had worn off, so we weren't getting the bonus there, but... Wow. Wow, okay. I was not expecting... I forgot to mention, I did equip a reflect thingy on Niter, which is what killed that guy right there. That's fun. I had my cursor on the wrong person. Oops. I thought I had it on here and I accidentally had it on Setsuna instead. Yeah, but this is more XP than the boss. Those three dudes that we wiped out without them making a single move. RPGs are so silly sometimes, just structurally. Pretty sure that Luminaire doesn't work on them, so... Wow. Okay. This haste thing is turning into a problem. Holy shit. I'll get a turn eventually. I may have made a huge mistake. There we go, paralysis.
Yoshi.
That was so many moves for them. Shortcut opened. I mean, not really shortcut, just the pathway is opened. Looking for like little things that we can pick up. I probably should have used Luminaire on her to start with, but it's fine.
Yoshi.
みんなの思いを力に。このくらいなら私でも平気だよ。
Moonstone. What does Moonstone do? Fluxation rate and fluxation power. All right. Didn't see anything in the flavor text that made me think it was going to be particularly OP. This guy, optional, but optional in a might like wreck me kind of way. Alright, let's see if Luminaire works on these guys. Nope, sure does not. I'll take that.
Yaruzo. Zatto, そんなもんだな。
Old gold coin. That has the vibe of something that's like really innocuous, but then you go and sell it. It's like, oh, this is worth 1,000,000 coins. The Dark Samsara destroyed the kingdom that once flourished in these lands. Then the power that dwells here is indeed my kingdom's nemesis. Even now, as it sleeps, its unimaginable magical energy continues to wreak havoc. It is what brings the monsters into this world, and it is what will bring about this world's end. So you mean this thing's been living here all this time? That's right, the Dark Samsara lives on even now. You said it was sleeping, right? If it creates monsters while it's sleeping, what's going to happen when it wakes up? Will the barrier hold up? The barrier is still maintained today by the guardian who first created it. Presumably someone who needs sacrifices like life energy or something. Alright, this is not going to hit one of them, but that's fine. Cool. 47 across the board, which also is going to restore our MP and health, so we're in good shape. enough.
これぐらいでやられる俺じゃないぜ。
Damascus X5. Alright. Yeah, we'll hold off. Like, I can't imagine that guy is easier than the guy that we fought before.
敵さんのお出ましだぜ。
Well, we tried really hard to kill that hoot hoot, and it did not work out for us. Overkill. $4,778. That is a lot. Hero's Heart, alright. Talisman is owned by an ancient hero who wished to save the world. He set off on a journey to the last lands to do so, but never returned. Boost SP speed, and you get 4 slots from it. That's a lot of slots. Nice.
このぐらいなら私でも平気だよ。
Feels like there ought to be a shortcut that we can open up here, but there's not, and that's fine.
早く終わらせろ。興奮に切れぬものはない。人見やがれ。
Nice. Good job, boys.
終わりだな。
Man, okay, so it occurs to me, thinking about this, like, we are so far from civilization, because in order to leave, we'd have to backtrack through all of this, backtrack through the tower, and backtrack through the castle exterior, which is, it's just so much.
抵抗は無駄だ。人見やがれ。やるぞ。行くぜ。聞かねえぜ。
みんなの幸せのために。
ありがたい。
みんな大丈夫？
Interesting to make like a node graph of like the different parts of the world and how like far some of the chains are. Because thus far, I feel like they've been pretty short. Like the distance to the overworld and thus effectively to the airship is pretty low until now. The role of the sacrifices is to pass on their magical energy and life force to that guardian. So that's my duty. The energy and life force given by the sacrifices is what helps contain the creature. This has continued for 1,000 years, but we are reaching the limits of what can be done. The evil, magical energy seeping through the barrier is already causing monsters to change. We have little time left. Hello, mushroom boys.
早く終わらせる。あらよっと。やるぞ。あ、聞かねえぜ。
Bad breath.
これぐらいでやられる俺じゃないぜ。
Oh, you know what I haven't confirmed? I'm pretty sure we saw this before with Eterna in the back of the party, but I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure that statuses don't get cleared when we level up.
戦のお出ましだぜ。あらよっと。 やるぞ。あ。
Guess we're about to find out.
これぐらいでやられる俺じゃないぜ。
Leveled up, excellent. Well, she did lose the stun, though could that be because stun operates in some unusual way? Oh, I saw that. Sneaky. Coin.
早く終わらせる。抵抗は無駄だ。あらよっと。
Or the...
このぐらいなら私でも平気だよ。
Gosh, they're really giving us an abundance of XP right here at the end. I'm assuming it's gonna be because the game I'm assuming that's because the game is coming to its end, and this will be like the grinding spot. Rotate you, rotate again, rotate one more time. Now, I'm actually curious. Oh yeah, Setsuna just jumps into the air. Interesting. Time Forger. Okay, that sounds cool. Okay, interesting. Higher physical attack, but lower on everything else. Now, I will admit, I used a crystal to get this up to higher stats. So it makes me wonder if they're kind of the same stat. But this one's just not upgraded. Let's put it on. 43, 110, and 34. That's actually still worse than this, except in the case of physical attack. So this one would have max of 130, 117, 43, 34. And this one would have a max of 128, 120, 49, 40. So I feel like Rainbow's actually better overall. Yeah, we're gonna stick with Rainbow. Because that's a pretty significant drop in defense. And Indir isn't really our like damage output character. So. Alright.
任務を遂行する。抵抗は無駄だ。あらよっと。
I was hoping. Punch mushroom. Oh. Hell yeah. Just checking. Okay, this actually does feel like progression. This is the momentum somehow. Coin. Okay, that's definitely progression. So let's go back and we'll find out what the deal is. That other route that I thought was going to be progression and then wasn't. Presumably a treasure chest. Oh yeah, with another one of these guys. And this one's red, which is interesting. Or Calcum X3. I'm not gonna lie, I am very tempted to fight them. But I'm also nervous about it. And at this point, it has been a hot minute since we saved. And I would hate to have to redo all this. Sacrifices with high magical energy alone are no longer enough to stop the creature from awakening. That's why we needed a new solution, a last hope for the future. And so we needed to reach that solution no matter how many times that meant repeating this. Repeating what? Ah, okay. Theory. So my idea, I'm pretty sure I'm past the point where I've played this game in the past. But my theory now is Dark Samsara has been trapped for 1,000 years. We're to the last viable sacrifice, and she's in like a time loop. We're repeating Setsuna's journey until we get it right. Doing this mostly just to get different kinds of kills and maybe get some fluxes. Here we go. SP accumulated, sure. This is less than ideal. Is this gonna be enough to read? Oh, and it didn't matter anyways, because it took 0 damage. to do this.
ここで終わるわけにはいかない聞かねえぜ
That's fine.
あらよっと
Casting life mostly in the hopes of getting fluxes because I knew I was going to get a full heal there. Definitely a fight that we want to get the spring on him.
任務を遂行くぜ抵抗は無駄だあらよっと
Somehow. This one doesn't really have a good option for this situation.
甘い
Or, unless don't love that.
いけるよ
やるぜ行くぜあらよっと
There we go.
これぐらいでやられる俺じゃないぜ
Occurs to me I should check. Okay, yeah, we're good on equipped Sprit Knights. Our characters. What do we think? This way? Yeah. Gold. They're really making me like rotate this the maximum number of times, huh? Happiness shard. What do we think the happiness shard does? Becomes more powerful with each successive owner, granting even greater happiness. Do we think that flavor text is saying, hey, you need to equip this with a character and then like equip it with a different character and move it through there? I don't really feel like we need boosted drop rates, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with the amount of stuff that we're getting, regardless. Hit again. Hit one more time. Yep. Okay, Mega Elixir, sure. I don't know that that was worth it, but... Alright, so if I rotate this around to here, I should be able to come over to this one. Yeah, sneaky. Fun. I can see how this could trip some people up. Okay, that's interesting. These monsters, which I had assumed were basically like mini bosses showing up in conjunction with other monsters, makes me think that I was being way too apprehensive about them. Alright, well, we're fighting them now. That's still a pretty decent chunk of health. Right, even though I know this is not going to harm the bird, I'm going to cast it to see what it does to this guy and to get the auto revive onto the team. Okay, yeah, didn't hurt the bird, did hurt the guy a little bit. That's fine. Okay, shit. That'll be fine. Never mind. Forgot about the Meteo bit. Hey, auto revive coming in clutch. It'll be fine. what? Sure.
任務を遂行くぜ。
私の覚悟を見せてあげる。
すまねえ。抵抗は無駄だ。引き止めやがれ。
Alright. Decent amount of damage.
やるぞ。
Ultimate combo. Damn. Boy, it's really laying into him. Oh, I was too early.
甘い。
これぐらいなら。
まだ終わるわけには。
What happened to his auto revive? Yeah, whatever. Ooh, actually, alright, so I need her
いけ
to
るよ。
have like a lot of health. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure on herself because I'm nervous about that happening. Oh.
ごめんなさい。
That's so much gameplay that we've lost. That's so much. Like, I'm starting to remember, maybe. I actually don't remember me ending this game on, like, this final area. But, like, that's multiple level ups that we've lost. That's 3 sections of the game. Quite a few cutscenes. Oh, man. Gosh. That smarts a lot. How do I want to play this? I guess, yeah, it's doing the cutscenes again. Tell you what, YouTube, I'm gonna soldier on through until we get back to where we were, and hopefully it doesn't take me as long to get there. But man, that's like 30 plus minutes of content. Oh man, that hurts. That hurts so bad. I'll see you guys when I get there. Alright, we're back in this area. I'm thinking, oh, not gonna go that way. That's for damn sure. We have avoided some fights, so we're currently sitting at lower level 48. We have managed to, I think pick up pretty much all the treasure chests. I don't know that we've gotten all of them.
敵さんのお出ましだぜ。
私の覚悟を見せてあげる。
すまねえ。抵抗は無駄だ。引き止めやがれ。
Right, restore on him is not ideal.
やるぞ。
Or- Son of-
いけるよ。
聞かねえぜ。聞かねえぜ。
私の覚悟を見せてあげる。
I feel like this move is better now than it even appeared to be before, by virtue of getting the heal right before you kill an enemy.
時間が欲しい。先を急ごう。
Alright, cure. A lot of MP, but we will accept it. Get me the out of here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty salty. And it was right there. It was right there. Now we're finally here. You finally arrived. Been waiting for all of you. Yep, Eterna's definitely involved in this somehow. So 1737 to 1831. Basically an hour between save points, half of which was us like retreading ground that we had already covered. I feel like we're still missing a party member. There's obviously a slot at the bottom here. So do I think this is the final boss? No, not really. A Thousand Winters. Meet you, Tess. Finally, we meet. Wait a minute. What? What? Why is there a fake Eterna here? I'm actually kind of glad that they called out, hey, this looks like Eterna, because I did not put that together. I was distracted, in my defense. But, like, the ears are the same, I guess. We haven't really looked at Eterna's face very closely. Don't worry. Put away your weapons. She's no foe. Really? You sure it's alright? We trust you, right? Right? Twin sisters? I am her clone. Alright. Her clone. I created Eterna using my magical energy. Who are you? I am the Time Judge. I no longer recall my human name. For time immemorial, I have guarded this land, awaiting the coming of the sacrifices. I am unable to leave here. That is why I created Eterna, to move around the outside world on my behalf. Eterna's role is to bring the sacrifice, Setsuna, here. That role has now been fulfilled. I came here intending to pass on my magical energy and life force to you. But if that won't change anything, then I want to change the future myself. I want there to be a future where families and friends can live together and laugh together. Live, laugh, love? Then let us change it, Setsuna. Huh? You are special, Setsuna. You are able to choose your destiny. You, Setsuna, are our last hope for the new future. It is exactly as she said. It is exactly as Mana said. She saw hope in you. And she was right. Mom did? I believed her and watched over this last glint of hope. I've watched you grow and learn. Thanks to you, I am now ready to stake everything on one other option. Instead of sealing away the dark samsara, we shall destroy it completely. Destroy it completely? Why didn't you do that in the first place then? If you fail, this land and all life in it will be destroyed. The decision to attempt such a fearsome battle cannot be lightly made. Yeah, anyone would get nervous if they had a decision like that weighing down on them. But now you must make your choice, to pass on your magical energy and life force to me as sacrifice, or to destroy Dark Samsara. Which shall you choose? My mind is already made up. I want to know what the others think, though. I appreciate the way that they've phrased this. Setsuna says, I have already chosen, but I want to hear what you guys would have picked. This is a great way of like letting her still have her story, her agency, while letting the player get to also like weigh in. This has been a like first option playthrough, but like clearly like the choice here is destroy the Dark Samsara. Indir, are you really sure? You might as well, right? After all this, you really think we're gonna chicken out now? there's a chance to break this vicious cycle, then we must seize that chance. For the sake of my people, I too shall lend you my strength. Thank you. Thank all of you. I feel the same way too. I want to change things, and to do so, I must fight. Everyone all right with that? This time, it seems you have finally decided. Finally, this time. Look, all this stuff about repeating or whatever it was, took us a long time to get this far. Enough with the riddles, eh? I've given you this choice many times before, to defeat our foe and bring the world into the future, or avoid battle and leave the situation unchanged. Up until now, you have always chosen to avoid battle, but each time the outcome was always the same, one of destruction. And each time, I once again wound time back. Alright. Over and over and over again, using the power of space-time sprint night. Space-time sprint night? That's right. I've traveled on this journey together with all of you every single one of those times, although I'm sure none of you remember, of course. What? I don't remember a thing. Each time we chose to evade combat, and each time was wound back once again. This does not mean that the world does not move forward towards the future. Yes, this world constantly repeats the same period of time. That is true. When time is wound back, no one retains their memories, except for me, the user of the Sprint Night, and except for Eterna. But very rarely, it seems distortions can occur, causing others to also retain their memories. That is likely the cause of your dreams, Setsuna, the cause of your sense of deja vu. Alright. I'm curious about this. I'm also curious about this. We'll go first answer. Always the same would perhaps be a better way to put it. There have been small differences, but essentially it's stayed the same. However, this journey has been different. The rapidly changing monsters of the vanished land, the appearance of the Reaper, most unexpectedly of all, Indir's appearance. None of these things ever happened once before. Not once. That's why I held out hope for our journey this time. This is a hell of a lot to take in all of a sudden, and we've got no way of knowing if it's true or not. So this means you've seen lots of different versions of us, right, Eterna? Yes, you are all different each time, though only slightly. Shall I tell you about the other Kiers? No thanks, I don't want to know. When I think of these 1,000 years you've lived alone, it makes my heart ache. Thank you, but I am fine. I've simply lived for a little too long. And anyway, my role shall soon end. Huh? I want you to show me proof. Proof that you truly possess the strength to defeat our foe. Proof that you have surpassed me. But you can't. I must thank you. Starting with the appearance of Indir, many changes have come to pass. These changes appear to have also affected me. I've just remembered something. Huh? I've remembered my own name, the name of the person I once loved. Although, of course, this was 1,000 long years ago. I'm glad to have met all of you. Then come with us. No, Setsuna, you must face me. You must fulfill your role. And I must fulfill my role. Alright. Casting already. Tell you guys, well, you know what? Let's attempt to do this fight here in this episode, rather than like leave you all hanging. And if it goes poorly, it goes poorly. Is she paralyzable? Doesn't look like it. Alright, that's fine. That didn't do shit to her, so that's not good. Let's see what lightning does. I'm expecting lightning to do nothing. Yeah, nothing. Literally nothing. That's bad. Oh, didn't wait long enough.
けるよ。
やるぞ。
天のカゴ。
すまねえな。行くぜ。よし。黙って消えろ。
Momentum, where were you?
天のカゴ。
Gonna get old quickly.
行くぜ。
Hold on, I thought you cast slow. Does slow not count as a status effect?
天のカゴ。
すまねえな。
これぐらいなら。
やるぞ。行くぜ。
よ。
黙って消えろ。
天のカゴ。
聞かねえぜ。よし。行くぜ。
みんなの幸せのために。
力を貸すとしよう。すまね
天のカゴ。
え。すまねえな。
This might be
Yeah,
a
this is-
very long fight because we've only done like a third, more like a quarter of her health.
これぐらいなら。
Um, I'm going to cast this not because it'll do any like damage to her, but because I want the auto revive in place.
いけるよ。
よし。あ。
みんなの幸せのために。
Miss. That's not good.
いけるよ。
あ。よし。
天のカゴ。
Medio, really?
これぐらいなら。
Yeah. Oh, that works.
天のカゴ。
ありがとよ。
I can see Eterno being actually pretty good for this fight. In order to like haste the party and stuff.
甘い。
Gosh, we've already lost our auto Phoenix downs.
私の覚悟を見せてあげる。
すまねえな。ここで終わるわけにはいかない。
戦える。
あらよっと。よし。
It's not good.
天のカ
よし。
いけるよ。
I'm confused about how some of these things work. So Setsuna has the barrier and the auto revive. He's got the barrier and speed down. He's got nothing. So cast this in order to get that back on there. Now you get wall back on yourself. That's fine.
行くぜ。やるぞ。
みんなの幸せのために。
Clear the statuses off. So, alright. Yeah, great. Great. That should do nothing. Perfect.
いけるよ。
Okay, that's fine.
黙って消えろ。
みんなの幸せのために。
Let's check on no resistance. I feel like our barriers are dropping so quickly. That's bad.
行くぜ。
いけるよ。
聞かねえぜ。
みんなの幸せのために。
すまねえな。ここで終わるわけにはいかない。黙って消えろ。
Just really chipping away at her here.
これぐらいなら。
聞かねえぜ。
いけるよ。
よし。あ、
Do this partially for the healing, mostly for the auto revive.
ここで終わるわけにはいかない。
いけるよ。
Just taking our sweet time here.
みんなの幸せのために。
すまねえな。聞かねえぜ。行くぜ。よし。あらよっと。
天のカゴ。
ここで終わるわけにはいかない。
Just calling that down a lot, which I'm nervous about.
やるぞ。
みんなの幸せのために。
ここで終わるわけにはいか
Oh, I beefed that up. Yeah.
ない。やるぞ。
私の覚悟を見せてあげる。
さすが。行くぜ。ここで終わるわけにはいかない。
Nothing.
いけるよ。
あらよっと。
Man, that full miss there is brutal.
みんなの幸せのために。
行くぜ。
already lost the auto revive on him.
黙って消えろ。
Oh, dang it, I was a second too early.
天のカバ
Ooh, that might kill Setsuna. Alright, she's alive, barely.
やるぞ。行くぜ。
That will kill Setsuna. Does she still have auto revive? No, she doesn't. Shit.
ここで終わるわけにはいかない。黙って消えろ。
Alright, we're a little bit on the back foot
ーな
now.
ら
よ
い
し。
けるよ。
行くぜ。
That might.
行かねえぜ。力を貸すとし。黙って消えろ。
みんなの思いを力
Oh,
に。
shit, I missed the.
たまねえ。
That's bad. That's actually really bad.
やるぞ。行くぜ。
私の覚悟を見せてあげる。
ありがとう。ふっ。
I think that does it. Thank you. I know you can do it. Wow. Alright, that fight took longer than I expected.
俺に敗北は許されない。
3,500 XP from fighting a boss that took me better part of 15 minutes. Yikes. Time Staff True, Time Shell, Radiant Light, and Scales of Time. Alright. With a bunch of stuffs. So sure. Alright. Let's finish out the cutscene and then we'll end the episode with this. What strength? I know you have what it takes to create a future for this world. Ain't you gonna help us out in the final battle then? I have entrusted my life force and magical energy unto him. Him? In order to save many lives from doom, in order to create a future for everyone. Your strength shall also be needed. Who the hell is this? Oh, the Reaper. Okay. Damn it, you're still alive? Wait. Are you here as our enemy? Or are you... I've come here of my own will. What's that mean? When his physical body was destroyed, the Dark Samsara's control over him disappeared. I then channeled magical energy into his residual life force, thus resurrecting him. But he's our enemy. He did become our ally. He'd definitely make a powerful one. Well, yeah, but I do not know if he, who cared not for his own life, would wish to be granted life again. I took a gamble on whether or not to resurrect him. Even if he has been freed from the thrall of the Dark Samsara, we must still remain vigilant. We cannot disregard the possibility that he is our enemy, and that he shall yet attack us. I am not your ally, but I am indebted to Setsuna and to Eterna. I trust him. If he is truly our ally, then a strong one he shall undoubtedly be. What should we call you? I have no name. You may call me by whatever one you wish. You want to change Fides' name? Fides. Very well. Alright, and now he's got character art. I wanted them to do this before, so interesting. Fides, join your party. Thank heavens. Thank you, all of you. Please put an end to this long battle and bring this world into the future. Eterna, before long you too shall no doubt disappear. Please watch over them as long as there's life in you. Well, that's a bombshell. Finally, I can sleep. Before you do, will you tell us your name? Utes. That is my name. That would be a lot more impactful. I mean, not significantly, but a little bit more impactful if we hadn't gotten a trophy that told us that freaking 15 minutes ago. Utes, thank you. You've more than played your part. Have a good rest. What's this shaking? What the hell's going on? The barrier's gone. There is no longer anything protecting the world. All we can do now is fight. So our enemy is this vastly powerful creature that's been storing up its energy for 1,000 years. It's no time for hesitation. We are the world's last hope, are we not? Yeah, I know. Alright, I'll keep the party together. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna walk down here and we're gonna save. We're gonna save in a new slot, because I am curious about the other option. I hate that it did this. Because what's gonna happen, inevitably, is I'm going to overwrite this. So, can I do a little juggling here? Probably. You know, I'm going to do this off camera, but YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!